another episode of the Undisputed Combo podcast. Today we have so far me and Joker over here. How are you doing today?
Well, just another manic hair Monday.
Yep. So yeah, I know it's been a while, but we are back. We've been just a little busy. I know Joker's in the middle of a move right now, as you can kind of tell from boxes in the background. Joker,
Yeah.
Joker, I heard that you had a topic you want to bring up today about Digimon. So,
Apparently, we're bringing up Mother.
oh boy,
Yes, D Reaper and Mother Reaper and all that. Now, Colby, what would you do if your opponent dropped out a rival? Turn one.
that's what I just play. I would just make access code beat over it.
Okay. What if they did it? One card just instantly dropped it out. Nothing else. Just that card.
You forget I play Ignisters. I do this already.
No. Nothing else. Just pulls it from the extra deck and drops it on the field. No other card was played.
I still make a rival. I mean, a rival or access code
Now
beat over it.
imagine that. Imagine that. 15K.
Let's see. In 15K, I wouldn't be able to beat over with either. So we kind of in a little bit of a oh no situation. That being said, assuming that I'm using enemy other decks, Megalith can still beat over with Numeron Dragon because haha Xyz time. I don't think Ignisters would have a way around it. Salamangreat, I know for a fact, doesn't. Oh, actually, no, Aromax.
I was about to say, come on, man.
Well, Ignisters doesn't have Aromax in the build. Salads does, but
Well, hear me out. This new deck is very competitive, very strong. Only $20 right now, which it will go up in price, trust me. Because they
so
have a card that you can run up to 50 of. 50.
so essentially how Salamangreat was during the 2019 format when they had the structure deck. You know, $30, almost fully near competitive deck. You have to obviously put in other hand traps and Flame Buffalo or Debug, depending on what you ran at the time, and then yeah, full competitive deck.
Yeah. Deck just came out. It's already got people turning heads. And it's actually being considered a top tier threat. Some people will say now, no, it's still tier 2, maybe 1.5. I'm actually going to give it the benefit of the doubt and say it's going to be up there in the 1 percentile, the 1.0s. But at the same time, it does have a couple of major flaws. Some people are so afraid of it's not affected by this, it can't be destroyed by that. But hear me out. As I looked at one of the cards, it said that it can't attack because it's still considered kind of a digi-egg.
Mm-hmm.
So, by the way, most of these things don't have levels.
Yeah.
They can stack on each other, they can do other things, but they don't have levels. So, level manipulation will not work. So, no digivolving. Some of them are unaffected by decreasing their attack power, so can't really spiral masquerade them. But some people have brought up that there are other cards that can't really suspend them, but they are affected by blockers. You can still block them, which a certain deck of mine, D Brigade, can still smack it because I run a lot of blockers with D Brigade. I run monsters that have effects that say they are unaffected if they're blockers. So drop out a couple of these blockers, get them up a little bit with the attack power, and say, Godspeed to you, Peter Parker.
So essentially, you just block it as much as you can and then get over it that way.
Yes. Basically, it's just think of it like what's one of those decks that was overhyped to no, like just out of proportion, and then all of a sudden it came out and who cared?
In Yu-Gi-Oh, there's several, but I know a favorite of mine was Magical Musketeer or, as weird as it sounds, Flunders.
Okay, Flunders, I can give the benefit of the doubt. They were overhyped, but they are kind of stable now. So them, I'm like,
well, when they were overhyped, they were like, this is a tier 0 threat, yada yada, and then they came
yeah,
out and they're like, Like, you see in play, but not,
Tier 2.
yeah, tier 1.5 at most.
Exactly. I run them. I like them. But when you said Magical Musketeer, I was like, who?
So back then, they were believed to be like the same tier as Zodiac. This is the way back when, but they were assumed to be like the new Zodiac deck, and then they came out and it's just like, oh, that's it. And I'm assuming the only reason why they thought this is because Magic Must Tier Max, where it's like, dude, spec 5 from deck. Dude, special 5 from deck, Kid Brave +1? When in all actuality, it's like, oh, well,
Basically.
out of all the monsters they have, like maybe 3 are good. Actually, no, I'll give Caspar and Kid Brave Dow. So there's like 4 really good ones. And then after that, it's like, oh no. The 4 good ones is Caspar, Starfire, Kid Brave, and Max, which is the Link. Wild's okay for the recursion, but you don't really want to draw into it. Doc, I don't ever think Doc was ever used.
Doctor Who?
Doc is good for recursion,
Okay.
and not as good as Wild, but it's there. And then there's Calamity. Calamity is also just decent for recursion, but it's for monsters. So you have one that specs from deck, one that lets you add any magical musket from deck to hand, Kid Brave, which lets you draw, 3 of them that recur, and then one that you have to tribute summon, or no, yeah, you have to tribute summon it, which draw cards equal to the amount of magical musket cards you activated that turn. So we'll give credit if you activated like 3, draw 3, which is yeah, but you still have to tribute summon it. Because I don't think Magic Musket have any way to bring it out from the deck currently.
What type are they? Warrior? Beast Warrior?
Fiend. Oh, actually, no. They have one way to spec it from the deck, and that's using Max because Max doesn't have a level requirement. But if you need to, if you're only getting 1 out, you're likely going to bring out Starfire just so you can get more on the board.
So here's my question about bringing them out. Do they have anything that says that you can decrease like their star level or anything like that to help drop them out? Or
No.
at least with D Reaper, a couple of them say if you don't have certain things on the field, you can just drop it out for less, drop it out.
They are for the most part, level 4, level 3, no tuner. So you can try to do, if you really want to try it, you could do rank 3 or rank 4 Xyz play with it. Why you would want to do that, I have no clue.
Don't look at me.
And that's it. If they were warrior, then maybe they would have something good, because at least that way they can do some generic warrior stuff to try and make better boards. Other than that,
I mean, heck, are they dark so you can like reoccurring nightmare them or something?
light. I was like, I think our high level is a dark, but no,
That's not gonna work.
All of them are light.
Okay, so basically, here's what you do.
They're decent for stalling, and I say decent very loosely.
I'd rather just run Mystic Mine.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you're playing any type of stall deck, there's Mystic Mine, there's Splendor, there's Inspector Porter. I mean, it's like the Earth Machine debate. I think people way back then thought Ancient Heroes could be like the best deck of the format, and it's like currently it's like the 8th best Earth Machine deck. Or what? How many Earth Machine decks are there at this point?
9.
9. Honestly, they might be the 9th place. Actually, let me look up the Scareclaw. Are they all machine as well? No, they're beast. Okay. Uh, they're not up there. Put it that way. It's just because the fusions are just not that good. Yeah.
So as I was saying, the deck is going to see a lot of play. It's going to have a lot of people at first going crazy, but keep in mind, this is one of those like mid sets. It's EX2, or as some people like to call it, Digital Hazard. Actually, that's the name of the box I'm playing. But we have another set coming out later. So let this deck have its run because we were way behind when it came to other stuff, and we're constantly getting delays. I say the deck will be 1.5, 1.0 at best, but then it will drop to 1.5 at best, 2.0 once we get the new set. And I don't think any of it should be on the ban list just yet because, just saying, look at all the other stuff that we had out prior. This deck consists of only itself. You can splash whatever you want into the deck, but it's not going to work as efficient as it is the way that it should run.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be like Sky Striker mixed with Dragon Link, mixed with Agnister, and then throwing in Mystic Mine with Royal Decree. You're doing too much. Back it up. Back it up.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you're just gonna say Dragon Link with Sky Striker, people did run a small Sky Striker package in their decks just because Engage Draw One was really good, and the fact people recur it is just pretty good.
Yeah,
I
that's
was gonna
simple.
say if you're trying to do like a small Sky Striker package, which I think consists of like one Ray, one Engage, one of the Token Maker, one Kigari. I think that's really it.
Yeah, it would run, but then you add like stuff that would excessively hurt it, like
Yeah, I know.
Imperial Order.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're doing too much. You're killing yourself. Cut it out, kid.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of
Now,
Sky Striker, actually, that brings up the set that's coming out. The OCG already has it released, but a set, I forget the name of it, but I think it's like anime something something. I forget the
anime
name.
collection or something.
I think that might be the name of it. I have to look back, but in short, it's a set that's reprinting cards like Moye, Sky Striker. Here we are, Magnificent Mavens. So back then, the OCG had revealed that Sky Striker was getting a kaiju. Well, for you Sky Striker players out there, this is 99% chance gonna have that card. It's featuring the same four main archetypes that were already revealed. It's already in linkage. The four archetypes revealed were Mayakashi, Sky Striker, Gravekeeper, and Witchcrafter. And they're also just like reprinting really good cards that have been reprinted a while. Sarah, Moye. Let's see what else was on there. Abyss Dragon, and believe it or not, the Blackluster Soldier Link 3, Soldier of Chaos.
Better than Mako.
That card is still not seeing any play in the slightest.
They didn't give it much of a draw. I mean,
Yeah, but
they
it's
could at
still
least.
yeah, but it's still like $80 per copy.
Yeah, but hear me out. The box of Mako, it's gonna become like that Dragons of Battle of Legend, that one that I got. It's gonna not be a big chase, but later on down the road it'll be worth $100 because people will be like, "What's that box?" I mean, we can't all have a Toon Chaos now, can we?
Oh no. Yeah, here we go. Pull it up. So despite Blackluster Soldier, Soldier of Chaos, barely seeing any play nowadays. Like I haven't even seen it in the slightest. Both the Secret and Ultimate Rare. I have no idea why they're both running for this price, and the same exact price too. $65. Honestly, I'm more shocked that a secret rare and a ultimate rare share the same price tag.
You know what I'm like confused on?
Hmm.
Starlights are now being $60. I kid you
I
not.
guess.
There are some Starlights that are $60, and I'm sitting here like, I remember when a Starlight was bare minimal $100, and I'm seeing them at 60. I'm sitting here going, yeah, just give me four of them, four of them.
I mean, it depends on the card. It's one that you showed us before. Arm Dragon level 10.
That as an ultimate rare is $14. I'm like,
I wonder if that's still the same price. Now I have to check. Arm Dragon level 10,
yep.
$13 now.
Uh, uh,
It
you hate to see it.
just keeps dropping.
You hate to see it.
It actually took a very big drop. It used to be, when I say big drop, I mean that very loosely, $22. Then all of a sudden, then it dropped to just this.
I'm just saying.
Listen,
I'm crying.
I'm all good so long as they keep so long as they just keep Firewall to that price tag, which is still $30. I'm fine with it. Keep it that way.
Hey, you remember Lightning Overdrive?
Ooh.
Remember
You know what? They still I think I'm pretty sure it was Lightning Overdrive. They still gave me Dark Infant, so I can't complain about them too much.
yeah, want to hear something that's gonna really drive you off the wall?
Sure.
The cheapest Starlight is anywhere between $70 and $68 for Book of Lunar Eclipse or the Grand Radiance.
Grand Radiance, I understand. Same with Lunar Eclipse. I think everyone thought Lunar Eclipse was going to be fantastic, and then it just like Book of Moon, it died off.
Book of Lunar Eclipse was gonna die off anyways for one reason. Look at its effect. What does it say?
Discard one, target two monsters on the
Up,
field.
up, up. There it is. There it is. What did it say?
Target.
There you go.
Honestly, that's not the biggest issue with it. I think it's the issue that you're forced to target two. So if your opponent only has one monster on the field, now you have to set one of your own cards, or you just can't even activate it.
Exactly. If it had said up to two, that thing would have seen play. Because, well, you know. Plus, here's another thing that killed it. Links.
Yeah.
You can't hit it
Granted,
with.
that's why Flunders are doing really good. Links don't matter to them.
Oh, you're a link. Caca, caca.
Well, let me rephrase. Most links don't matter to them. Here's a 6K arrival. What do?
Yeah, I'll just try to get bigger. Give my bird some bird seed. Actually, I should not say that because someone actually tried to hit me when I was running Flunderies. And I'm just like, okay, what are you gonna do, big boy? And
And
yes,
that.
we actually had this happen. I dropped out snow, had my stuff on the field, had my board set up,
You went
and
Snarl into Empen, or was it just Snarl?
Snell, next turn was going to be Impin, follow up with a Razor. Now,
Okay.
you ready for this?
Mhm.
So, as I'm getting ready and my opponent's trying to go into their emotions, I'm like, by the way,
I wonder how Rise is doing, by the way. Sorry, go on.
I hope you're not trying to special summon this turn. The person did not know what I was talking about and tries to special summon. I'm like, um, there's a statue on the field. And he
Rise
goes, mm-hmm.
Raizo went down heavy.
It got reprinted.
Fair enough. I remember getting it when it was $4. It jumped up to like 80,
Mm-hmm.
and now it's down to 15, 4, and 15 cents.
Now, here's the funny part about this play.
Mhm.
They swore up and down that they could get around it. And I'm like, how can you get around it? Now, Colby, this is going to be a you need help, bro moment. The person had Lord of D on the field. Flew to summon and dragon.
I gotta remember what Lord of D actually. Oh, it's the old one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then they played Flute of Summoning.
Yes. They
Yeah,
drew a bad hand and they had to do that as a resort.
if they had wind dragon monsters, did they? Because you said you had barrier statue on field, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Did they have wind dragon?
Only wind dragon they had was a Stardust dragon.
So they couldn't even use Flute of Summoning.
He thought Lord of D protected him from that effect.
My guy, read your cards.
I died laughing.
So what? So
That's why
he tried using Flute to summon 2 non-wind monsters from his hand, thinking that it can get around the special summon condition.
and I'm like, you can't because they're not. First of all, they're not
Barrier.
wind, and two, he doesn't protect the special summon. I can't hit them with other effects, and the person just immediately scooped.
Yeah.
Went game 2, went straight for M-Pin.
Yeah.
I didn't
That's
waste
how it
time.
goes.
I went straight for M-Pin. So yeah, that was a pretty heated match and a pretty bogus argument. I'm just saying, people, Lord of D does not actually stop the whole summoning process. It just stops effects hitting the dragon. That, no. And also, M-Pin is something that people want to see limited to one, and I'm just like, I only need but one.
If you're gonna limit anything, to limit Rabina.
Definitely.
Well, like actually, they'll either limit Rabina or Eaglin. Eaglin will be more of a slap on the wrist. Rabina will be the hurtful one.
Or they can do like they did to Solomon Great, hit both.
Well, no, they're gonna do that. They would hit Rabina and the quick effect spell.
Yeah, that would kill it.
Well, that would be the same thing what they did to Salomon Great. Well, think of this. Think of it this way. If you were to hit Eaglin and Rabina, but you still get the quick play spell, you basically already have Rabina or Eaglin in hand because it's just free.
Exactly.
But now if you hit Rabina and the quick play, then your best chance is Eaglin, summon another Wonder, and then go Eagliners now. Likely Eaglin at that point.
Well,
yeah, your death hit is limit Rabina and limit the quick play. So if you could only limit one, limit Rabina.
That would actually hurt.
Yeah, pretty much.
And for the love of God, to anyone who thinks that token should be hit, no. What's the point?
Token?
No one. Yeah, someone actually thought that should have been hit to hurt the deck, and I'm like, no. What's? Go ahead.
Make sure when you banished. That's nothing.
Exactly. It's nothing.
It helps in niche uses, and that's it.
It's sideboard at best. I don't really run it.
I would say it's still a main deck, but only in like a small, like obviously if you're being a 3 Glen, probably 2 street.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely 2 street. Or if you really want to go max on it, you could go 3, just because that you can target one card in either graveyard or banish it is kind of helpful. And then toucan, maybe 1 or 2. If you run 2 street, run 2 toucan. And it's just that way you have more targets to kind of go with the deck.
I just run 1 toucan.
That's fair.
Well, speaking of cards to hit, apparently people are still going on TikTok and screaming this card needing to be banned. The number 1 card that Colby loves to want to burn, and El Toro's favorite card, Mystic Mind. This all right, people. This is the last time we're bringing this up. We've been bringing it up almost every episode. No, it doesn't need to be banned. There's plenty of cards to get around it. You can negate it. You can keep it out of the field. It's not a threat. Adapt. Even I can get rid of the card. I've been hit with it numerous times, and I just go, "Oh, Curseal."
do you,
Just saying.
do you see this? Do you see that? That's threat.
Yes, this threat, this scary. Just saying.
This is not threat. Like even I can say it. Like yeah, it sucks, but at the same time, it's one of those things where it's like, look at all these combo heavy decks that can make 9 infinite negates on the board. All of a sudden, you need demons like that to exist. And sure, you could say, oh, well, what about the same as Scythe? The difference is that Scythe is more so used once the combo is done and just prevents you from even playing the game. Even more so because 90% decks still use their extra deck. In fact, I think looking at the top meta decks, only Flaunderies doesn't use their extra deck, and that's because they can't.
We don't need it. We only stick to normals.
You still need the extra deck. You need to banish it to draw cards.
Well, that, yeah. Pot of prosperity, people.
Pot of Prosperity, Pot of Extravagance, or Pot of Be Gone.
I mean, my birds get high all the time. We just pot it out.
Let's see. Splight coming out, they use their extra deck. Um,
Warrocks don't really need theirs.
oh yeah, my favorite tier 0 deck, Warrock.
Warrocks for life. Wait, there's
Yeah,
another
no,
deck that doesn't need it either. What was it?
in the top meta game, do you mean? Or do you mean just in general?
Just in general, there's other decks that don't need it.
Dino. Dino doesn't really need it unless they go for the scrap plays, which at that point all they do is scrap Wyvern.
Exactly.
And I think that's really it. I don't think they come to any other extra deck monster. Unless they
Yeah.
unless they make Apollosa, which that is also fair. But if it's just like a pure Dino deck, I doubt they even go into that.
No, they don't.
Fonderies doesn't. Oh, scrap variants do. And that's just because they kind of step away from the pure Dino deck. And that's because they could just make a little bit more. So scrap Dino does kind of use it, so I can see that one. They don't really use their extra deck. Fonderies doesn't really use their extra deck. Like there are decks that don't use it, but if you're looking at just like the top play, like top meta decks,
Mm-hmm.
99% use extra deck because they have to. The only one in the top play currently that doesn't is Wonder. And if Dino pops its head up every so often, there you go. But I don't think Dino's seen play ever since Calamity's ever been hit.
Yeah, I
Oh,
haven't heard.
Eldritch doesn't use their extra deck. I kind of forgot about that.
And here's the funny thing about Eldritch not using their extra deck. They have an extra deck monster and they go, nah, it's too trash to use. No.
Yeah, well, believe it or not, that card being printed was more of a nerf to them. Super poly target. Bueno.
It's like, yeah, I'm just gonna sit back and relax and take over the meta. Hey, we got you a new card. What is this?
So,
Painted gold? Get it out of here.
though whoever runs that card in the side or extra deck just to prepare, what are you doing?
Even I'm like, I want to play against the Eldritch deck that drops that out so I could just go. Oh man.
Oh my god.
I would laugh.
Oh,
Well,
definitely.
let's see. Is there any other topics we need to cover? Hang on, I think I hear something. What is coming out in the next set for Yu-Gi-Oh? Colby?
Splight. 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 That's all everyone's going to care about. Maybe is Terra Metal coming out in the same set? I think so.
Yeah, I think it is.
Terra Metal. Terra Metal is also really good. People are going to care about that. But if you're looking for just the best deck, it's like
Which if this deck comes out and it starts doing good, you might want to use it while you can because I hear that hammer. September ban list. Some decks are
OCG.
gonna die.
OCG's already kind of hit them. They hit the toad.
Well, of course, we don't care about the toad.
Like I think OCG hit a lot more too.
Mhm.
Like, I would have to confirm. I knew this was going to be a topic way back then, but then we kind of just had other stuff come up. Let me. I have to now. I have to take a look. Yeah, Toad got banned. Hulk got banned. I wonder if we'll actually see that happen. Oh, Vanity's Emptiness. That also got hit. Um, Other than that, I don't think anything else about them got hit.
I just thought of this. Since the September ban list is the ban list where things go to die to restart the format,
Mhm.
what do you think would actually come back? One spell, one trap, one monster. What do you think?
Harpor.
Okay.
Orcus can use the come just fine. Are we talking about just from getting off the banned section or just in general?
Just getting off. Just getting off.
Let me actually look at the ban list real quick, like the current one. I'm also gonna go ahead and just share my screen so you can actually see it as well.
That works.
So you can also see it. So yeah, in terms of, so I'm gonna take one monster off the ban list, banned specifically, Harpor.
I can agree.
That can come off just fine. In terms of spells, if any of these had to come off, OCG OCG is kind of right with this one because it's not really going to be that big of a threat. So this could potentially come off.
I was gonna suggest one card in particular might come back, and I have a legit reason why I'd say this would come back.
Sure.
I think, yeah, Spellbook of Judgment would come back.
Yeah, Spellbook Judgment could come back.
No one would care.
Yeah, OCG unbanned this as well, and honestly, it's perfectly fine coming back. I don't see that much issue.
Yeah, no one would care.
This one's kind of like a weird area because it's like some of them could be. It's like if they come back, it's like maybe. Another time, it's like, oh god, no.
Cold Wave is one of those, oh god knows, because despite the fact we can do monsters and hand traps, you still need at least a couple of spells to go niche with. So
yeah,
this
one definitely can't. Let's all be thankful that this is not coming back, or else Agnesser would bump up to
Kaza Coliseum. There is one play that I see that would cause controversy. If Kaza Coliseum came back to even at 1, Mystic Mind would have issues.
Well, no, because Mystic Mind wouldn't have any monsters. You must control at least one monster, I believe, with Kaiser. See, yep, there's one or more monsters on that field of the control of this card, so Mystic Mind would have to play one monster. That being said, add this to your 6K unaffected beat stick, you can only now control one monster.
That would do more harm than good on their combo plays. But
well, no, Administrator will just drop a rival, then play Kaiser. Sky Striker could also technically use this because even if you killed off their Link monster, they just bring back Ray and then continue using it off from there. So this is a definite no. Heavy Storm.
No.
Yeah, I don't know. It's in that weird spot too.
No. Think clearly why that's a no.
How many current spells and traps float?
That's not the reason. Think about this. How many spells and traps can we make tokens with that you just let them destroy?
Within current meta decks, I can search those.
And don't forget True Dracos and them that involves cards being destroyed to drop out others.
True Draco, they more so are using spells and traps to then make their monsters, which is using their spell effect to do so.
And I see one card underneath that's a hell to the no. Last Will can stay. I regret saying that could come back after seeing some other plays. I'm like, no, it can stay dead.
I haven't seen what last spell can do, but anyway, moving on. Trap cards. Uh,
Trap card, I think, could come back. I'm gonna shoot myself in the foot. Return from the different dimension.
I honestly forgot what this card even does.
I'll put it to you this way: Flunders can't use it, so yeah.
Pay half as well as maybe remove from play monsters possible. Ooh.
Flunders can't use it.
Swordsful.
Yeah, but here's the thing: won't they lose a lot of their effects if you bring them back? Won't they lose their boost?
Uh, Only one monster would lose their boost.
All right. Plus,
It would be. It's kind of like it would just basically be a slower soul charge for them, but they could use it to make synchro play, and that's really about it. I still don't think this card can come back, just because there's going to be
it's
way more stuff to abuse with it.
yeah, but we have all these hand traps now. Easy negatable.
Uh, is there a current hand trap that stops bringing bringing stuff back from banished?
That I don't know. I just know
I don't think there is. The closest I can think of is Bell, but I don't think Bell can do that. I'm still only screen sharing the ban list, right?
yeah.
Okay, cool. I was about to log into Dueling Book and I didn't want to see people.
Actually, it's showing dueling book.
Oh well, it's fine. Um, let's see.
Plus, think about this: you can just Nibiru everything.
Add a card from graveyard to the hand deck or extra special monster card. Yeah, no, Bell couldn't stop it either.
You can Nibiru.
That is true, but that's only if they bring back fives or more. Actually, no, I think that would count as one. So I don't know. I honestly think it's kind of hard. All of these are kind of like if it comes back, it's a major issue. Imperial Order would be a must in like every deck just because funny no spell. Last turn would cause lots of ruling issues and not fun time. This one maybe, but it's kind of in that weird spot where it's yay or nay. No, no.
No.
Same thing with last turn. It can cause several ruling issues, and I don't think anyone's going to enjoy that. I either mill the top six or I draw six. Either way, I benefit.
Yeah. Actually, Trap Dust Shoot could come back for one particular reason. Are you sure you want to make me lose a card from my hand? You may.
I also think it's only monster from hand.
Yeah.
Cards in their hand, your opponent's hand. Yeah, it has to be a monster.
Do you really want to put that monster in that grave?
So it would essentially just say, hey, you didn't draw a card this turn.
Yeah.
And it would return it from the owner's deck. I mean, I would see why some people think it would be, not good to play against. Plus, you get hand deformation. I think it's going to be also in the weird spot. Ultimate Offering, Flunders exist.
And Nibiru is still looking at it like any day now.
Yeah, so this would just. Flunders can kind of already do this, but at the same time, the ability to just do it whenever they want is just a no-go to me. It would be kind of the same reasoning with Kaiser, so I don't think Emptiness could come back. Except Kaiser is a little harder. Kaiser can't remove itself. This can. However, this prevents all special summons. This prevents you from summoning more than what I have. So it's, yeah, I don't think Vanity could come back either. Are there any traps in here that we could bring back? Maybe Metaverse. Or actually, here you go. There's your answer. Bringing us back. It doesn't matter.
No one would care, really.
Yeah. All the traps are here for a good reason. Like, you could bring this back to 3. I don't think it would be that big of an issue. It would just mean all trap decks would just kind of disappear.
I just run spellcasters.
Yeah, Mystic Mind is a thing. So some people will be like, but I don't know. I don't really think having this at 3 would do anything. Plus, with a pure Mystic Mind deck, you would see spell and trap removal jump up again. At that point, that's fine. I haven't read Magical Explosion in a minute.
It's funny, haha.
It's just a funny activate only when you have no cards in your hand, inflict 200 damage to opponent for each spell card in your graveyard. I mean, maybe not too big of an issue.
It's not really. It was a big issue when spellcasters ran amok and
Yeah.
there was a lot of other stuff.
So yeah, I would say Time Seal could, Magical Explosion maybe, Red Reboot. Honestly, I can see Red Reboot coming back. No,
Mm-mm.
no. This could come back, not a problem. Yeah, if we're being honest, there's a lot of cards in here that could potentially come back. But okay, so going off what you said, I have to pick one that can come back. Inferior, Harp Horror, Spellbook of Judgment.
Safest one.
Yep, none of these. And I'll just play it safe. It's Time Seal.
Time Seal at 3. Okay, we'll leave Time Seal at 3.
If I'm going to be a little spicy, I would say Red Reboot. But if I had to do it from the limited section to bring back to 3, well, that's an easy one. Moving on.
Yes, moving on.
Back to 3.
For me, Gateway to 6 would never come back to 3. And I run it.
Actually, that will make Combat X way more insane than what they already are. There's so many good options, to be honest. Like, you could make an argument that any of these could try to come off, except for like a few.
One day a piece. One reason.
Well, that's just a Stall's wet dream right there. That's my thing with it.
Well, we can't get multi-roll back.
Okay.
No. No.
You're playing only monsters if you're running 3 Seconds Light, and that's it. I don't even think you can run traps if you play Sekka.
No.
It's either you can't use any spells or it's both spells and traps.
No. In this format?
What deck is using Sekka's Light? And
Super Heavy Samurai.
When this was at 3 when they were also out, and they didn't do anything. Yep. They didn't do anything.
Yeah, but here's the thing. They didn't need to.
Yeah, they didn't need to, and they saw 0 competitive play.
A couple of locals did, but they died out once certain cards got hit off.
Well, then you're comparing a local to like YCSs.
Oh, in that case, nah, that can come back to 3.
I'm speaking on a competitive standpoint. This could come back to 3 just fine. The best deck we would ever really see, like that would abuse this.
Wait, Monster Mash.
Where is
constantly dropping out? Yeah, you drop out the monster, discard, burn, discard, burn, discard, burn.
Oops, shoot. Give me a second. There we go. For those who may not be able to see it, above my tabs is a thing that says you are screen sharing, and no matter what I do, I cannot hide this thing. It gets so annoying. Yeah, no. If I had to bring one spell from this, I would just say Sekka's Light, because this card's not really going to do that much.
Monster Mash people, I know you're hearing it.
And I already chose this from here is because these are here for a good reason.
Yeah.
That is either of these two. I'm not going to do the semi-limited list because honestly, any of these could come back to 3. I guess if I had to pick up Monster, Dynamite.
Malicious just for the memes.
Yeah, if you want to be memey, here's Malicious.
just for the memes.
I could bring back Ben 10, but you see, I have a specific hate for Drytron, so no. Though honestly, Ben 10 could try to come back. Since Ava's banned, it's kind of like...
I think they're talking about bringing it back.
That's fine.
And people want Fusion Destiny back, and I'm like, I'm unsure.
I've already made my choice.
Pot of Desires?
It was at 3 before, not an issue. It was at 1, not an issue. It's at 2, not an issue.
All right, I'm going to take a slap on the knee, and I'll say Fusion Destiny for all you people that wanted that. So, slap on the knee, Fusion Destiny.
And then, like we said, this can come back to 3 just fine.
I don't even know what it's for.
Me neither. So now, if we're going to do a ban list discussion, do you think... Well, I mean, it was kind of just updated. So I guess it'd be a little soon.
Hmm.
Um, it won't tell us when the next one's out. Oh, no, here it is.
A few months.
Thanks, Kamali. Very helpful. I wouldn't say we can do a baneless prediction unless you really do. We want to try and do a baneless prediction?
Nah, I'm good.
I was to say it's way too early, but I mean, yeah, no. I guess if I had to make a pick on, hey, little game, what will we bring back? There's my choices.
and I've just performed my little exorcist, so Parson Brown out. But yeah, that's all that I
I
can
was
say.
I was trying to remember the game called High Noon.
It's high noon.
There it is. I haven't played Overwatch in that. I've been playing R6.
El Toro, if you play Overwatch, send me a clip of you playing as what's his
Did
name?
you forget that are you talking about, oh, I'm sorry, they changed the name.
Yeah,
Cassidy.
right.
All right. You know what? I'm kind of interested. Everyone if commenters, if you have played Overwatch, is his name Cassidy or McCree?
I remember him as McCready.
Well, yeah, his old name was McCree. Oh, can you still hear me? Very cool. Yeah, no, can you still hear me by chance?
Yes, I can still hear you.
Very cool. So, his old name was McCree, and then I don't know why they're like, you are Cassidy now.
Sundance Kid next.
I don't know why they changed it.
Me either.
But yeah, no. Commenters, do you like Cassidy or McCree? Which name do you prefer? My choice is already clear. I don't know why they changed Cassidy. I have no reason to believe they had a good reason to.
I think they should change the name to Sundance.
Change his name to Inferior Soldier 76. I mean, you have to admit, it's true. In terms of overall DPS, Soldier 76 just does better. Ultimate, I will give credit, it's better for a wipe. Assuming you're not going against like Winston, Sigma, or Reinhardt. I might be wrong, but I think Diva can also absorb the bullet with her one ability. You know the one I'm talking about, the little reflect thing that she has.
Oh yeah.
I might be wrong about that. I'll need to test it out.
El Toro, let us know.
Yeah, Dora, let us know. You're the one who plays Overwatch like a madman. You've seen the clips he's shown us, right?
I still laugh at those clips.
Oh yeah.
And just so that we are perfectly clear, Unfound, we got you. We're not banning any live or evil twins. No, we're not having that. None of that.
Yeah, we're not doing that at all. Hold on. Give me a second.
I refuse. And Infinitrax stay untouched. Leave them alone.
Hold on. Doing a little cutaway. Tori, you know what to do it. Put it in like a edit screen. Please stand by. All right. So funny thing, I had to stop sharing my screen for a minute. The ban list was just updated literally as we were recording.
Colby, are you sure? I ain't getting a
Uh,
notification.
well, yeah, they don't send notifications, man. I can tell because as you see, Warlock Bashilos is now banned.
But no one even runs War Rocks.
Dude, it's gone now. I'm sorry. Oh, dude, Evil Twin Kiss a Kill? Oh, I'm sorry, Unfound. Uh,
What?
dude, they didn't hit any of the Sword Soul Maniac monsters.
So War Rocks are just tier 0, too strong, and got hit. Really?
Yeah, dude. Flunders doesn't get hit. Nothing. All right. None of the fusions, so Despy is okay. Let's take a slow look now. Any new links? None. All right.
How did Kill get hit?
Dude, I don't know. Links. I'm surprised they didn't do anything with God help me. The old bird deck that was good is still good. Brigade. They didn't hit any of the brigade links. All right. None in secret. So Sword Soul basically got off scot-free.
Thanks a lot, Sword Soul.
Yep. Xyz. Was there anything in Xyz we were really worried about, though?
No,
Yeah, genuinely no. Cool.
I guess that was it. I got
Spells.
screwed out of my stuff. I mean,
There you go, everyone. It's gone now. We're good. We're good now. Throw, you can burn all your copies. Don't worry. Let's go.
I know there's a lot of people at YCS that are praising this ban list.
Yes.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you,
Anything
Lord.
anything else? All right, and that's it for the bands. Now, I already looked through the limited, semi-limited, unbanned. I'll just tell you this right now. There was nothing. I'm not gonna lie. I maybe skipped there to see if Gazelle was unbanned, but it didn't, sadly. All right, everyone. This list will be in effect until September 14th. Enjoy the new list, everyone. We're on
Oh,
a rip. Evil Twin, I guess they're already prepping up for Slight, which I understand this is the draw one. And then Mystic Mine, let's go. All right. With that being said, everyone, surprised. I guess there's your list. Anything else you wanted to close off with?
yeah. Still, hashtag War Rocks for life. I don't care.
All right. Well, everyone, you can find us on the Undisputed Combo podcast channel. You can find me on Instagram at TC_YGO enjoying this new band list. Where they can find you, Joker?
You can find me going to bed. I'm not too mad because I still got my flunders, but you can find me on Shadowhaunt Joker on Twitter. I'm not doing videos just yet because I'm still in the process. Give me like another 3 weeks. And you can find me at Silver-Eyed Poet. My Shadowhaunt Guardian will be up and running in another 2 weeks. I'm just getting some nickel dime stuff out of the way. But you can find El Toro at the El Toro Forte on Instagram. And Unfound Prodigy, you can find them everywhere.
Not playing Evil Twin.
Oh. Go to bed.
You guys have a good night. Peace out.
Aderchi.